Sold or served? Is there a difference? I want to ask you, do your clients, customers, even your relationships, feel sold or served from you? How many of you, by raise of hands, have ever felt sold? Almost all of us. How does that feel? That good? No. Do we like it?
No.
I'm going to say no. We do not like it. So on the other hand, by raise of hands, how many of you have ever felt served? Great. Do we like that? And how does that feel? Feels great, doesn't it? Well, today I want to talk to you about service, but I want you to ponder in your mind, do your relationships, do your children, your coworkers, your clients feel sold or served by you? Many years ago, my husband and I flew into Arizona. We were buying a motorhome. We were ecstatic about this. It was about 3 years old, and it was bigger and more extravagant than any motorhome we had had. We got in the motorhome and we started driving back to Utah, and we pulled into this little gas station in a small town called Beaver. Beaver, Utah, have you heard of that? Right, well, we pulled up to this self-serve pump, and you know, with a motorhome, you have to add a lot of fuel. It takes a while, but we pull up, and as we get there, we notice that one of the shop techs, we had caught his eye, and he ran out there to help us out. So we let him gas up the motorhome. We went and did our thing, and he did his thing, and we came back out, and he was done, and we thanked him for that, and we gave him a very generous tip. And the second we handed him that tip, he said, "You know, I was checking, and I saw that the shocks on this motorhome are shot. You are a danger on the highway. You're never going to even make it to Salt Lake." Keep in mind, the driver of this motorhome, who happens to be my husband, is an ASE certified mechanic. We had gone through that motorhome with a fine-tooth comb before we left Arizona. We felt sold, right? Did it matter that he had served us? No, what I have found is people will feel sold or served. You will never feel both at the same time. And you'll feel the stronger one. Gandhi said it best. He said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." And that is so true. When we actually lose ourselves and become focused on what's best for the other person, right? When it's no longer about me, it's about what can I do for you? I teach service all the time. And I teach there's two kinds of service. There's simple service and sincere service. And I want to share both of those with you. Simple service is the things that you all do on a daily basis. If you're married or in a significant relationship, you get to serve your significant other. There's service. If you're a parent, whether you like it or not, you signed up to serve that child. And for some of you, the younger part, I know I don't look it, but I actually do have children over 18. They don't stop at 18. You get to keep serving, right? What about a job? Even if you're self-employed, don't you have to serve everyone all the time? So that's simple service. And it can be annoying sometimes. It can really start to build up and make us not really like it. It can start to stress us out. It can feel heavy when that laundry is this deep and you're like, seriously? Can anyone wear clothes without getting them dirty? Right? So simple service is every day. Now, sincere service is the one that I really want you to pay attention to. Sincere service, you feel deep in your heart. And you are the person that's changed when you have given sincere service. You build your character. You create abundance. Lives change because you were doing something for someone else. And this changes everything around us. We gain more clients. We start to attract the people that we want with us. right? And it happens automatically. People are like, how did you get that client from like 3 states away to be drawn to you? Well, because I served over here to this other person. You might not receive back from that person, but you will attract the other. For the last 15 years, we love to play. And I guess I should finish that story about Beaver. We've actually, in 20 years, spent thousands and thousands of dollars in fuel. We've never been back to that gas station. Thousands. We go regularly past Beaver, the way we like to play. So I have a houseboat, or have had a houseboat. Now it's a cabin cruiser down at Lake Powell. There are several companies that you can store your boat with, and they call it dry dock. We use the same company. They're not the most convenient, and they are not the cheapest. Yet we use the same one every single year. Hundreds, maybe more than that, if we really kept track of them taking care of our boat. And it's because they have extreme service that we receive on a regular basis. They do service in a way that nobody else down there does. When we call on the phone, I call down and say, hey, can you put my boat out? We're headed down, we're going to hook up. And they're like, oh, Mrs. Barney, you haven't been here for 3 weeks. We're going to be so excited to see you. Right? They know my name on the phone. That is sincere service. And it doesn't matter if we're in the parts department, the shop, or the gas station, or dry dock, pulling our boat out. It's the same across the board. Albert Einstein said, only a life lived in the service of others is worth living. And that's profound. So I ask you that question one more time. Are your relationships, your clients, your customers, your neighbors, your coworkers, your friends, feeling sold or served by you? I want to leave you with this. It's the little things that you do on a consistent basis that will ultimately change your life. Thank you.